Hey, what's going on? Daniel here. Welcome back to another video. So there's good news for anyone looking to live in South Korea for more than 3 months at a time, and that is the Korea Digital Nomad Visa. Now, this is a program that was just introduced a few weeks ago on January 1st of 2024 for anyone who wants to go to South Korea to live and work as a digital nomad. I am personally excited about this because I've been to South Korea. It's one of my favorite places on earth. I would go back in a heartbeat, and I think South Korean culture and the people and just the environment in general offers so much for anyone who wants to travel and go live life abroad and explore different cultures, different food, people. I personally feel like South Koreans are some of the most kind people in the world, and anyone who wants to go there will be in for a good time. So if you're looking to travel to South Korea to become a digital nomad, to work for a few months at a time, this is all the information you need to apply for the South Korean Digital Nomad Visa. So starting from January 1st, 2024, applications for the South Korean Digital Nomad Visa is open, and this is open to foreigners who wants to work remotely in South Korea, plus their family and their spouse and their children. This nomad visa is valid for 2 years, meaning 1 year plus another year extension, meaning you can extend for another year after the first year. And in order to be eligible for the South Korean Digital Nomad Visa, you need to be working for a company abroad. You cannot be employed by a local company in South Korea. You either need to be self-employed or be a freelancer or a contractor for a company that is based abroad. And the income requirement in order to be eligible for the South Korean Digital Nomad Visa is 85 million won, and that is about 66,000 US dollars. So you should be making, let's see, you would need to be making at least $5,500 before taxes in order to qualify for the minimum income requirement to apply for the digital nomad visa for South Korea. And you have to be 18 years or older and have to have worked in the same industry that you claim to be an expert in for at least 1 year. So how do you apply? Of course, right now you can apply in your home country, meaning if you're from the United States or any country for that matter, any third country, you can apply for the digital nomad visa for South Korea. Now, you also need to keep in mind that a lot of countries are very selective and specific about the kind of countries that they want applying for the digital nomad visa, but there hasn't been any news about maybe they want citizens of certain countries not to apply. So right now, we're just assuming that everyone from a third country can apply as long as you meet the income requirement, which is $66,000 a year or $5,500 a month. And also, if you're already in South Korea, you can switch your status from the B1 or B2 tourist visa or the short-term stay visa, the C3 visa, to the new digital nomad visa. Now, you also need to have your personal medical insurance that is covering at least 100 million won, which is about 75,000 US dollars for the duration of your stay. And that's to cover your medical expenses, repatriation, if you ever get into any medical emergency or anything of that sort, just to make sure that you will be good. Now, can your spouse and you, if you're applying with a spouse, can you combine your salaries? No. So the minimum income has to be reached by one person, meaning each one of you, your spouse and yourself, has to reach those minimum income requirements. And of course, then there's an additional income requirement if you are moving in with your kids, but I will link to the document down below. You can go read all about it in the description down below. But this is all of the information you need, and in order to apply, these are the things that you will need. Of course, you need your passport, passport photograph, your proof of employment. If you are self-employed, your company needs to be registered outside of South Korea. You cannot be employed by a local company. You need to have your pay slip that represents how much you make, which is $66,000 a year or $5,500 a month. Also, other financial proof. If you have multiple contracts with different companies or different entities, you need to have proof that you're making this amount. They're not saying that everything has to come from one income source, but you need to be able to prove, even if from multiple income sources, that you still meet the minimum income requirement. And you need to have a clean criminal record, meaning no previous convictions or crimes in either your home country or in South Korea. And of course, proof of 5 private insurance, like I said, $75,000 to cover you for the duration of your stay, and an address in South Korea is required in order to apply for this visa. So you need to either know someone, an agency on the ground, or you can rent a place either on Airbnb or Booking.com, just so you can have a proof of address locally in order to apply for the South Korea Digital Nomad Visa. This is something that I'm quite excited about. Of course, information is still going to be fuzzy, but I will be I've talked about so many digital nomad visas on this channel, and I have so much more to talk about. There's also the Japan digital nomad visa. The information is still very unclear on that one. I'll be talking about that in the next video, so stay tuned for that. And if you want to be in the loop about anything digital nomad visa, digital nomad lifestyle, things that you need, resources for you to be able to live this life sustainably, sign up down below. The link will be in the description down below. You can sign up for my email list, where I send periodic emails once or twice a week, just to keep you in the loop on things that you would need. Of course, if you need help applying for these nomad visas and pretty much anything that relates to living and working abroad in general. Again, my name is Daniel. If you find this video helpful, consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. So take care now. Bye.